set realistic goals for yourself. You feel me? Like, have unrealistic expectations 100%. I'm not trying to knock you. I'm not trying to tell you, like, settle for what you got going on, or, be like this or be like that. What I'm saying is, know what's realistic for you. I just want to be completely transparent with y'all. You feel me? Because that's really what I want this to be. I want it to be a very honest situation. Like, you really get to feel me through the camera, through the videos. And making a video every day, well, not making a video every day, making a vlog every day is probably something that I'm not gonna do, simply because, like, my nigga, every day is the same for me. You feel me? Like, there's gonna be some different type of highlights. There's gonna be some things that I probably do want to talk about, but I want it to be natural. You feel me? I don't want this to drain me. I don't want it to overwhelm the schedule that I already have. If you don't already know, I have two other channels. One of them is for gaming, the other one is for reactionary content. So I stream just about 4 days out of the week already off the rip. And on top of with trading, I stream 3 days out of the week for my trading communities and my Discord. And, I'm just doing other stuff. You feel me? I got a life. I got a family, and I mean, that's just, it is what it is. You did. I just wanted to talk about this today, was just like, set realistic goals for yourself. You feel me? Like, have unrealistic expectations 100%. I'm not trying to knock you. I'm not trying to tell you, like, settle for what you got going on, or, be like this or be like that. What I'm saying is, know what's realistic for you. And the best example that I can use is when I'm doing pull-ups, and because that's what I do for my workouts. I'm more a calisthenics type of guy. When I'm doing my pull-ups, like, I know realistically for me in a set, I can go anywhere from 10 easy up to 20, maybe 25. Depending on how my body's feeling, I'll set a realistic goal for myself to hit that. I'll be like, all right, let's knock out 10. Now, after I've already done 30 for the session, you feel me? And I can surprise myself. When I get to the 10, I'll be like, fuck it, let's go a little bit more. You did? Like, let's get the 15 on this one, so that I can end the day with 50 pull-ups, 60 pull-ups. Think about it like that, So set realistic goals, but have unrealistic expectations with everything that you do. Having unrealistic goals can put this unbearable pressure on you when you don't achieve them, or when you're getting close to the deadline that you set for yourself. Another thing, don't ever do deadlines. You never know how long things are going to take. You can use it as a guideline, but using it as a deadline is kind of crazy. But when you set the unrealistic goal for yourself, you have this crazy pressure that's on your back, and you don't feel the same when you don't, like, achieve it. Like, let's say you set a goal for your account to get from 500 to 100K, right? Let's say you get the account to 10K. You will still be a little bit ecstatic, but over your head, you'd be like, damn, why couldn't I get to that 100K? Like, set that realistic goal of, okay, let me go. I know in my mind I can do 500 to 10K. I can handle it. But have an unrealistic expectation of, okay, but I can most likely get the account to 100K. Still believe in yourself heavily, but don't live in a world of delusion. You don't have to do that. You can live in a world of where you know what is capable for you, and you know what you can achieve through that next level of you. You feel me? Getting to that point. The same way how, like, right now, I'm going to just keep using workouts, because I don't know if you guys do work out, but I would definitely recommend, either get in the gym or go hit the bars. For me right now, or not right now, but my progression looked like this. I hadn't done workouts in a little while, because this is the Mama House Mansion series. I didn't have that equipment. I didn't have those luxuries while I was there. Aside from me doing pull-ups off the roof, shit like that. When I first got back into working out, doing some pull-ups, it was type difficult. You feel me? I was looking to do 20 a day. I was trying to get there. I could do the 10, but then, getting to the 20, I was a little rough. So then I was like, all right, let me push it further. Let me do 30 a day. So then I started doing 30 a day, and they were ugly. But I saw in my mind that it was possible for me to do it. And I already had steps laid out. I was like, okay, once we get 30 pull-ups, like, easy in one session, I'm going to transition to doing weighted pull-ups. So now I can take my 35-pound weight and then go and do 10 pull-ups. Well, it's really 40 pounds altogether doing 10 pull-ups. That's per set going up to 30. I already had the unrealistic expectation that I was going to be able to pull not only my body weight, but also an additional 40 pounds and just be in that shape of fitness within a couple weeks, a month, 2 months, however long it was going to take. I didn't know, but I knew that I was going to work towards it. So if you can pick up what I'm putting down, you feel me? It's like have little small goals for that unrealistic goal. You did. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, okay, right now I'm looking to get the account to 2,500 within the next trading month. But mind you, that's not the end goal for everything. It's just it's a checkpoint. You know, if you play games, you get checkpoints. You don't look to beat the whole game in one run. You give yourself grace and be like, look, if I can catch a checkpoint, I'm good. And that's really what you want to do when it comes to this trading shit. Treat it like a game, dude. You feel me? Like, that's really the best advice that I can give you. And, you know, just expanding on the topic of being realistic, bro, like, you don't have to be like anybody else that you see out here. You don't got to be like me. You don't got to be like anybody that you see that's making big numbers in the trading world, that's having major success or anything. They're already taken, my guy or my girl, whoever you are. Just be yourself. At the end of the day, that's what I want for all of y'all. This is just be yourself. Be comfortable being yourself. Like, I don't think you understand how important it is, because a lot of people lose themselves when it comes down to like just being around people, dude. Like, just, I don't know. Like, it's hard to explain, because like if you have seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. But a lot of people fall victim to that, like having to change, like peer pressure type stuff. But as you can see, I'm back. I'm sitting at my setup. We over here at the setup, like I just stated. And I forgot to talk about GU. I forgot to talk about a bunch of stuff in the last vlog. But, you know, that's just some of the things that happen when you first start back, you know, doing stuff. You did. But remember, we was talking about one of my students, one of my members, right? So in the video I updated, he was at just about 1,300. So this is literally the next day. This is the next morning. He sent this about 8:41 in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and pick y'all up and show you, so you can see, like, it ain't just me eating. I've been teaching for years, and this has been one of my students 4 years. We've already talked about this, and he's using one of my like initial main strategies right now. So if you compete, my guy is at 3,000 PNL, and he's gotten higher than this. This is not even the height at to where the account is right now, because US 30 is going stupid. So you can see equity 6K. That's good money. 6K in 2 days on US 30. And then you can see right here, SRMT is one of my market strategies that I used when I first started teaching. That's SRMT, which is a very simple strategy that he's implementing right here. And you can see, feels good to be back. Thank you. And he just started trading again. So like, it's 100% possible for you to have these unrealistic expectations. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to set these crazy ass goals, because goals are different than expectations. You feel me? And one thing that you always meet are your expectations. You may not always hit your goals, but god damn it, you always hit your expectations, because those are like standards for you. You dig? It's like, yo, I expect myself to be like this. I expect myself to carry, you know, simple. I don't got to explain to you some of the things that you know, partake in, that you say, you know, you expect certain things to be a certain way. I'm telling you, that's really the way to go. I wouldn't really go about things in a goal perspective. Like, give yourself some grace, give yourself some time. You got to realize you're gonna fail, especially if you new to this, bro. bro. Or when I say bro, this is a colloquial term. You feel me? So if you're a female and you watching this, you a bro. All right. But when you start something new, how could you expect to be great at it when it's your first time doing something? The same way when you begin as a baby, or if you ever seen a baby, like if you got baby cousins, baby sisters, or you got children of your own, when they begin walking, like they start the process of walking, they fall and they don't, sit down and just start, crying and it be over with or whatever. Or you don't look at them from the perspective of like, oh, that baby's stupid because he don't know how to walk. Like the baby not tripping too hard off it. You're not tripping too hard off it. So you got to realize like you're that same baby. Whenever you start something new, you are a baby. Dead ass. You don't know shit. You don't know how to walk around, know how to talk around. You don't know how to do nothing. You feel me? So when you get into trading, this is a whole new world for you. You got to make it seem like you are literally a baby in this shit. And you shouldn't be too pressed about those little trip ups. When you get up and you start walking a little bit and then you fall. Don't trip off that. Just, dust yourself off, get back up, say, look, fuck it. You did. The same way how when I made my mistakes in my first vlog video, I ain't tripped. You see, I'm back at it with another one. Because that's how you have to think. Like, that's how I think. I think about it like that, or any other type of terms. Like, if you seen my one video that I'm a link it, you did, where I'm talking about you gotta liken your journey to an instrument player or something like that. You know how you got to go through the process of learning an instrument. It's the same thing, 120%. So, that's just something that I wanted to touch on. And, whenever I have a talking point, whenever I want to make any type of video, I'm going to just switch it to vlog form. Like, start off like this. And if I want to, you feel me, I can mount y'all on a little mount right here. Like, I don't got it on the mount. I'm still holding this straight forearm. You feel me? But if I'm ever feeling like it, I'll just, do it. Just pop up on there, do some stuff. But this allows me to, walk around and really get my thoughts out. Because a lot of the times when I'm sitting still and I'm, you feel me, like at the computer, it's harder for me to formulate sentences because I don't normally think in a stationary spot. I like to move around. That's just who I am. That's just who I've always been. So this is very beneficial to me. And if you guys enjoy this, make sure you do sub up. If you're new to the channel, sub up, man. And I do have a free Discord. If you are interested, it is called Currency Collectors. It's completely free. You don't got to pay for anything. All you have to do is click the link in the description. There's no like hidden fees, no none of that shit. Like if you just want to be in the community, you want to be in a place where there are like-minded individuals. And mind you, a lot of my students are able to talk in those other chats, so you can talk to them as well. Hey, it's a perfect place for you. And if you ever do want to join a VIP, it is nothing for you to hit me up and join the VIP. But let me not forget. Let's go check out GU. All right. Excuse the mess a little bit. We can clean up today. Yo, so look. So GU, right? GU has been going stupid. That's what it's been doing. It's been going stupid. 120%. You know what? Matter of fact, I think this is the perfect time to implement what I was just talking about. Right? Don't y'all agree? All right, so let me go ahead and mount y'all real quick. So we're gonna go into a little session with GU. Hit y'all with that GU word. All right, I had to make sure it was still recording because you don't never know what be happening. All right, so I hope y'all can hear me pretty well. We switched to the other mic, so I'm over here on this mic, and we are doing a quick run through on GU. So GU has went crazy, like absolutely insane since the last time that we have been in the market. And I think it was in one of my videos I was talking about GU rebounding off of this point, because what I saw at the time was, if it loads with me, I think we were looking like this because the market closed about right here. And that was something that I was, keen on. I was like, yo,
there's a high chance that it bounces back off of this area. And mind you, something I decided to do was, if you noticed in my previous vlog, or if you know you're new to this channel, my previous vlog, I ended up taking a trade on my demo account because I was testing out spreads. I wanted to see, well, it wasn't testing out spreads. I was testing out just how much that I could leverage with this account. I'm looking to use this account as my main account. Like, instead of buying funded accounts, I'm looking to just stash away maybe 100, maybe 200, and then use that as my main account as if it was a funded account. So I'm adhering to the same type of rules. Like, I'm going, you know, 5%, 2.5% per position. That's what I've been working on this entire time, right? So I just took the trade around this area, and I was anticipating it hitting stop loss so I could, you know, figure out if I can risk 15% or not in a given week or any given position. And then lo and behold, this is what GU did. And this is all because of those threats from Iran in the US. And then on top of that, I think it was US bombed Iran that day, and then Iran retaliated. And that shot the market up insane. So mind you, this entire time we had been struggling to break to 1.3.6 areas. 1.3.6 areas. I'm funny for that. But the 1.36 areas, right? We have been smacking these levels for we're going on 2 months, from May 25th all the way to June 25th. We have been in this insane range, and you can see it right over here. Like, if I just grab my little circle, like, woo, bam, right there. We was in this insane range for the longest, and we've been trading that, and I've been making good money off of it, but I've been waiting for it to break and hit these extensions and, you know, just go to distance. And then we finally go to distance, and it was because of the most unsuspected, unpredictable thing, and it was war. And, you know, I was already telling my folks, like, look, you don't have to trade, especially because, for one, this is the end of the month. The end of the month, I don't trade. That's just something that I do. And on top of that, the market structure was, you know, it was a little all over the place, but it wasn't nothing that we weren't used to trading. And with the Iran news and, you know, the whole bombing and stuff, I'm like, look, this is not the best time to be trading, but there are opportunities in the market, especially when I started seeing more sentiment around the US, you know, being a safe haven. I'm like, how long is that going to last? Because of the news that was happening preceding to that situation, the US dollar was dog water. Like, nobody cared about the US dollar. But then now all of a sudden people want to flock to the US dollar as a safe haven asset. I'm like, man, I don't know how long that's going to last, considering unemployment's been high, the rates are high, the PCI data is not looking good, PPI data is not looking good, CPI, nothing was looking good. Everything was looking horrific. I'm like, there's a high chance that it don't last that long. So every time, like, mind you, I'm longing all day, every day. Because look at this structure, bro. Like, why would I be selling? If we were still in this area, of course I'd be selling. But because we hit this full retracement here, we literally hit a double bottom. Because mind you, no support levels were broken. We're going to go the distance. That's just what I see. We're going to go. We could be in 1.5s. We could be, you know, 1.6s, depending on this next cycle. So I'm saying another 12 months, right? Because we have 8 to 16 candles, 8 to 12 candles to fulfill a trading cycle. But right now we're only on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a couple more candles, like 3 more candles. So 3 more months we could be bullish, and then we're going to catch a retracement, possibly. Or it could just continue shooting up, because, you know, we don't know about economic data. That's just pure technicals, you dig? But that was just something that I was paying attention to, was just like, yo, GU is going insane. And mind you, on the demo account, that shit's up. Like, it's stupid up. And whenever I am showing updates on the not the profile, but the main portfolio, I'm going to always probably, like, if I'm winning a trade, it's going to be on TradingView because I use that broker on TradingView. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about on GU. And while we're here, I want to do like a proper showing that this is a live account, because the last time that I did it, I kind of did it a little weird. I didn't think about it. First time vlog type shit. Now that I understand like how I want to do stuff, you know, I'm getting the ropes of this shit. Feel me? So remember, we showed that this is the account. I can't really see, but you got the 2,500 right there. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like if it were to be a demo account. So I'm going to go and I'm going to switch just to show like with the account, you're going to see that it is a demo. Like there's nothing to hide from. So boom, as you can see, it says demo literally in the top left corner, which means my other account has to be real. And it's not like a crazy amount of balance or anything like that. But this is just for future videos when I am winning and there are doubters that are saying like, oh, it's not real. You know, you're trading in a, why can't you show the account number? I'm not showing the account number. Okay. Like, that's just something that I'm not going to do. I do that on my content creation account, but for a main portfolio, why? Tell me, why the hell would I do that? Or why the fuck would you do it? You know, I wouldn't recommend that because that's just dumb as hell. That increases your risk, and that probably is a breach of contract with the broker that you're using. If there are any types of situations where, let's say, your account gets hacked and your money gets liquidated, you know, so it's just, you know, using your brain. I just want to holler at y'all boys and girls, and I'm glad I did. So if you enjoyed this, like I said, make sure you do sub up, like, comment, share some things that you've been going through, share some goals that you got. This is the perfect place for you, man. Or female, man, woman, whatever, man, woman. You know, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying shit now. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.